Okay, so can you just state that you don't mind being filmed?
I don't mind being filmed.
And your age and what class you're in? Like year.
I'm 20 years old.
You're junior? Okay. And just wanted to ask how to get to Tijuana Flats.
You go north till you get to university, and then it's right next to like Relish and Peter Pit west of it, right next to Jimmy John's. You'll see it.
Is it? Okay. And yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Hi. Is it okay if we record you for a class you're asking? Sure. You know directions for Tijuana Flats? Okay. Where is Tijuana Flats?
First you have to walk out of the door, of course. You go to the left, and then you walk straight. And then you stop at the stop signs. You cross the street, go to the left, and then it's the, I think, fourth building on the right.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, it's okay if you film me.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we're doing an experiment survey type thing, asking questions about directions
Okay.
and where to go. So where is Norman Hall from Turlington?
Norman Hall from Turlington.
Yes.
It's interesting that you'd ask that because literally I'm drawing a blank right now. If I were to just
It's also known as the Education Library.
Yeah.
right. So all right, there we go. So Norman Hall. So literally this road goes all the way down to 13th. You take a right on the 13th, which takes you south, and then across the street from I'm not sure what's on the other side of the street, but east of 13th is Norman Hall. You'll see a huge field, Norman Field, Norman Garage. Norman Hall is the education building. And you can even use a tunnel to get there.
I learned how to do that.
All right. And do you mind saying your age and what year you're in?
Yeah, embarrassingly enough, I graduate in December. I'm 22 years old and didn't know where Norman Hall was the first time I thought of it.
All right. That you're all right being filmed?
Okay. Now?
Yeah.
Alright, being filmed.
All right. Thank you. How do you get to Norman Hall from here?
Okay, you can walk straight down there by Broward Dining, and then you can walk down towards the 13th Street Tunnel, and then you just walk right through there, and then Norman's on the other side.
Thank you. And what age and what year are you in?
I'm 19 and I'm a sophomore.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Interesting, just because approaching people with a camera,
Yeah.
asking them to do this. Like we already had like a group of us. Two of them went no, and one of them thankfully did.
Yes, that was good.
Now, surprisingly, it's been a mix of how they give directions. They'll use landmarks initially, and then they'll start going into either using street names, or they will continue to use landmarks with their. And as you saw with like the previous one, the blonde-haired woman, she actually just gave directions using north and south,
Yes.
which is actually different from what we expected.
Yes, definitely. But I'm glad that one of the men that we talked to gave directions and used cardinal directions saying going south to get to Norman Hall. So that was really good.
Yeah, that was helpful. So this is the landmark that both the guy and the girl referenced in their directions. This is Norman Tunnel, also known as the 13th Street Tunnel, as we're walking to Norman Hall. Very dark road.
Yes, very good.
It's easy to tell why it's a landmark since you see all this graffiti here, which is probably one of the few places that UF allows for graffiti. And there is Norman Hall, meaning the directions were right. So right now we're walking to Marston Library, or also known as the French Fries, to ask people how to get from Marston to Southwest Recreational Gym.
Okay. Yes, you did.
Alright, I'm gonna go with you guys filming. So to get to the Ford bookstore from here, you head south down Center Drive, and then when you come come to the intersection of Center Drive and Museum. You head west, so you'd be taking a right down Museum, and then in about a third of a mile, you'll come across the bookstore. Which, if you're in a car, you park in the parking garage, which you'll see. That's about it, and it'll be on destination will be on your right.
And what's your age and what year are you in?
I'm 21 and I'm third year.
Your third year?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we did ask one guy, and when he started giving us the directions, he was the first one so far to actually use the street names here established here on campus, such as Center Drive. And then he used both the cardinal directions, the street names, and using left, right. So he's an interesting one. He didn't really use landmarks, which based on the studies is typical. But so far he's the only one that displayed that behavior. And I wonder if it's because he's a third year here. Because he also, and if he has a car, because he did include where to park, how to park, and included using a vehicle to get there. So that's possibly another reason why.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so we're on our way to Wrights. We're going to ask a few people how to get to the police station.
The UF police station,
At
because
UF.
no one knew it at Norman Hall.
So this is our second attempt.
This is our
Hopefully
second
it
attempt
works.
to find a police station.
Like, it's a little closer, so it shouldn't be too difficult.
And plus, it's like the major hub of all the student activity.
Yes.
So I'm sure there's bound to be a few students that know where that police station is.
Definitely.
Okay. Can you just say to the camera that you're all right with being filmed for this?
I am okay with being filmed.
All right, thank you. So can you tell us how to get from here to the UF police station?
The police station is across Museum Road from the Wrights Union. So you would exit out if you were going out this doorway, you would look straight that way and then cross Museum Road, and then there's a parking lot. And once you reach the parking lot, you turn left, and then look at the corner of the next block, and the police station is on that corner.
Okay. Can you say your age and what year you're in? If you're a graduate student, just say you're a graduate student.
I'm a graduate student, and I'm 32.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Bye.
Need you to say that you're all right with being filmed?
Yes, I'm fine with
All right, thank you.
Okay. So where is the UF police station from Wrights?
From Wrights Union, it's, I know it's next to Dickinson Hall on Museum Road.
Okay.
No,
That's
And then how would we get there from here?
from the Wrights Union, exiting where? Exiting,
However you like.
okay, exiting down by the breezeway, walk down past the car garage,
Mm-hmm.
and take a left on Museum, and cross one of the crosswalks, and walk down to hit the FPD
Mm-hmm.
on
Okay.
Museum.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And
That's-
what is your age and what year are you?
I'm a freshman, I'm 18 years old.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We asked a lot of people, but their main concern was
being filmed.
Yeah, being recorded on camera.
They did not want to do that. They felt uncomfortable, so took a while.
So it did take a while. We did eventually get two people, one guy, one girl, to ask. Are you okay with being filmed?
I'm okay with being filmed.
Thank you. So from here, how would you get to the Florida bookstore?
Okay, is that the one on the right?
I'm glad you asked that. We actually mean the one over there.
Oh, okay. So you would walk up past the potato down that street. Oh shoot, once you hit University, look for the red mango to the left of that? Or is it to the right? I'm not sure.
Okay, well, go to the Red Mango and then walk.
I believe it's to left. I can't remember.
That's alright.
Okay, well thank you for your help.
Oh, and what age and what year are you in?
Okay, I'm 20 and in fourth year.
Okay, awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Have a good day.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, so we asked the people here at Marston how to get to Florida Bookstore. Now, when we asked the guy, he told us to the bookstore at Rights Union. And when we asked the girl, she made the distinction of asking us which bookstore we meant. I just pointed into the general direction and not exactly where it would be, trying to, bias her as little as possible. It was interesting. She completely used landmarks with the cardinal directions of south, north, south, and whatnot. She used a landmark that doesn't exist anymore, the red mango.
Which is interesting.
Which kind of shows that she might not be up to date with everything. But
she is a fourth year. So
she is a
maybe
fourth year, so
she
perhaps
didn't
she
know.
doesn't frequent there anymore. But what was interesting was she went straight from potato, saying what direction to go in, cross, and the only mention of the street was to cross the street. Then she continued to use another landmark to go to the bookstore. So even if she didn't know where exactly where it was, she still displayed use of, which one was it? Relative direction giving? Yes. Relative, where they use landmarks instead, which is what we expected for females to give.
Yeah, it was nice to see from our examples, like we were given directions for both bookstores as well.
Yeah, and also how even though it's the bookstore inside the Rights Union is called the Rights Union bookstore, people still associate it as the Florida bookstore instead. So I find that's probably something of interest that could be studied into. Just that's not our project.